Hey there, everybody. This Blizzy Blake here on the Blizzy Mobile, Blizzy Beast Mode / whatever you want to call it channel. I got another video here I'm gonna kick out. I want to give a couple of props or shout outs straight off rip. AAA Gun and Pawn in DeLand, Florida. And there is another store that is they have very, very nice customer service. They're family-owned business. It's like Rocky Mountain Outdoors. And I know it's kind of fucked up to throw two different gun companies out there like that, but whatever. They have some really, really nice knives. They have a lot of Glock parts on the shelf. Um, they do stippling. They do engraving. They do the Raptor cut kits and all of that on the slides, custom one-off pieces, and that's something valuable in itself, especially in a small town that we have. Um, but I do want to give another big thank you to my buddy Chris, which this firearm is ready to go. But I got the Williams sights on the front and here on the back, fiber optic. Nice sights. They light up nice and green at nighttime. You can see they're in very low light situations. They do their job, and thank you, Chris from AAA Gun and Pawn, for doing that for me, buddy. You know, since I had first of all, Chris is just a friend of mine and did it because he wanted to, and I asked him. No luck on that flash hider though. We need to find a way to mount that, but we'll get it worked out. But other than that, the Williams fire sights in the Ruger 1022 has been something I'm wanting to get done big time here recently. Now my sights are all fiber optic on the Glock and set up good with the sights on my Ruger 1022 for, I'm about to say it, gun setup for home defense. I wonder if 26 rounds of 22 long rifle center mass is enough to maybe not knock you out of your boots, but stop you from getting any closer to me. That gun seems to eat anything I throw through it, so it's clean as a whistle, by the way. But regardless of that, yeah, that's my gonna throw light on it. Already been done. Tactical grip done. Some trigger cleaning upping done. Sights done. Night sights done. I'm good to go. And 25 rounds, and I have another 25 to go with it, and the original 10. I think I'm pretty good to go, so we'll see. And that's just what is around me, but needless to say, there is very, very happy Blake today to get the sights done. And you guys go see Chris over there at AAA Gun and Pawn. He's really into a lot of things that, if you watch any of the videos that I watch, into the semi-autos and RMRs. He is a Glock armor, and we got some MOR ready to go. Glock has released the 19 and the 17 in the MOS, I believe, is what they're putting on the label. The Glock 19 MOS and the Glock 17 MOS for a RMR. Whoa. So it'll have the screws there on top of the slide like M&P, and you just buy the sight I know it's you just buy the site, but you know, not everybody has 5, 4, 3, 200 for a red dot. So save your pennies up, guys. Does that mean I'm gonna sell my 19? Hell to the no, cause that damn thing run good. But would I have another 19 with that on there for a different reason? Would that be more of a truck gun or more of a self-defense gun? It's a question I have to ask myself in my situation. But those two guns are coming out, and Sky Industries is releasing the CPX 380. We'll see how that runs. I like to see the videos on that. Being a CPX1 owner, living here in Florida, I shot Taurus, which thank my people there at Taurus for sending me out that when I was having some issues with some of their firearms. But yeah, they sent me a t-shirt and some hats and stuff like that. And wanted to say thank you to Glock, you know, for the times that they've definitely stood behind me, and definitely AAA Gun and Pawn, because they've standing behind me fully and 100%. You buy something out of there, if it's fucked up, you bring it back and it's done. So I'm gonna leave it at that. But you guys, if you are local and you're shopping around, in which AAA has got the bigger selection of especially Glocks, or your 1911s, ARs, it's just a bigger shop. It's like Cabela's and your mom and pop's next door or down the road. That's just square footage is not matching up at all, and what's in the glass and what's on the shelves is just two different worlds. And you know, they got very nice things at the one store, and they got very nice things at AAA Gun and Pawn. But if you're doing some shopping around DeLand, stop in there and see them. They're really nice people. They broke me off some Glock stuff, a sticker, and some other things of this nature. But yeah, you guys check them out, and always, you know, if you're passing through, go all the way down to Orange City and stop at it's not Central Florida Gun Exchange, but Central Florida Pawn and Gun, or whatever they are in Orange City. Those guys are really cool, and they have Glock parts on the shelf too, or I guess you can say. But it's really nice to, you know, walk into a store locally, especially, and know that you can find extended +2 magazine bases and magazines and the prices are affordable. But the other big store, it's just whoa, there's a lot of Glocks there. And I seen an Ed Brown 1911 brand new, and I seen it was an Ed Brown, I don't want to say it was Ed Brown. It wasn't Ed Brown, but it was a commander size commander custom, and had the barrel done on it, and you know, everything was ported on it, and it was just a beautiful $2,000 gun. And the Ed Brown was $2,500. Pete, on the Armory channel, your gun is beautiful. Your Ed Brown is beautiful. Would you trade it for a blued one with the original nice cherry wood grips on there? Oh man, that gun is just beautiful. I wouldn't trade your gun for it personally, but the blued is beautiful. It is beautiful. The skeletonized trigger. And one of the kids there, really quick, I'm trying to keep this under 10-15 minutes, just asked me, why is the price difference? And I'm like, when you're over here in the 1911 section, either you figure it out or you know why you're spending that much money for a gun. Ed Brown, I showed him what visually I could show him: the skeletonized trigger, the cocker, the decocker mechanism, the slide, he didn't get to feel none of the weight or nothing like that. This is just visually compared to an old World War II or World War II 1911 that looked in brand new condition for the same price, but was $1,000 cheaper, whatever the case might be. They all have their reasons why they're worth that much money, and just you see Ed Brown, and it's just like, you know why you're spending that money, and don't question it, because you're getting shit. And I wanted to say, I hope that they enjoyed those 38 Super Medgar magazines that I brought into them. I know the one guy really was happy that I brought those in, because they're Meggers, and that they were really old, and they're the good shit. So they know they can slide them in. They were brand new when I brought them in, and they appreciate that. So I get kickbacks, you know what I mean? Like, if the gun is a certain price, what is my out the door price? And I get a little bit of break, you know what I mean? It ain't killer or nothing like that, but hit AAA Gun and Pawn up, talk to Chris. He'll take the time to show you around and explain your firearm to you and what it will do if you use it correctly, like any other tool that you are being shown how to use. And he's really good at recommendations on firearms that, you know, you need to protect your family, and it must work, and what his recommendations are would be pretty close to the same as mine, because we're both, when it comes to EDCs and Glocks, is just something that we're not going to ever second guess. Sorry, call me a Glock fanboy, whatever you want to, it is what it is, but the Springfields are right there along with it. They're very reliable in itself. There's many guns. We won't even go there. I was really playing around, but EDC Glock for me. Taurus, at one point, I had them as an EDC because this gun just ran. My 24/7 G Pro SS. It ran 9mm. That 9mm ran. I had over 15 magazines and ran them in succession, and it's on video. But you can backtrack that. I think it was either 9 or some crazy shit. 9 magazines, 17 rounds, and 9mm. But you guys kick it back to me on subscribe, comment, rate. Let me know how it is in your gun shop.